Sometimes the most unforgettable moments happen when no one thinks they're being watched. In today's video, we're revealing the surprising, hilarious, and downright unbelievable things people did when they thought no one was looking. You won't believe what got caught on camera. This man is a true juggling wizard. He's spinning 7 balls on himself like it's just another Tuesday. This man and his dog had the scare of their lives when a speeding train almost hit them. They were casually crossing the tracks, completely unaware of the approaching danger. Just as the train came into view, someone shouted, and they jumped back just in time. The driver was racing down the road at night, completely missing the giant truck creeping across. Just as disaster seemed unavoidable, he slammed the brakes with superhero reflexes. During a wreck, people were calmly sipping coffee at the cafe when suddenly a massive tree crashed down on them. Two friends are pulling off crazy stunts, one surfing, and the other is tossing him a rugby ball. As the waves crash, the surfer stretches out his hands, determined to make the catch. Just as his friend started sliding down the snowy slope, this guy reacted like an action movie star. He sprinted, dove, and caught his friend's hand right before disaster struck. A little boy pulled off the impossible by sinking a golf ball through a tiny hole to win the prize. Everyone held their breath as the ball rolled, wobbled, and finally dropped right in. This professional cowboy is showing off his rope tricks like a true rodeo star. With every spin, flip, and twist, the crowd watches in awe. Under the sea, this diver becomes an artist, blowing perfect smoke like rings in the water. The rings drift up slowly, twisting and swirling like underwater ghosts. Chaos hit the streets when a man's trailer unhooked from his car and zoomed toward pedestrians. Screams filled the air as people scattered to avoid the runaway metal beast. It was a scene of pure chaos when a Jeep lost its brakes and barreled toward another car. The driver's face went from calm to pure panic in seconds. A worker wobbled on the ladder, arms flailing like a windmill. With a loud yelp, he tumbled down, landing in a pile of soft boxes. His co-workers rushed over, torn between concern and trying not to laugh. While skiing, this guy unknowingly raced over a weak spot, which caved in seconds later. He heard the crunch behind him and turned to see a gaping hole. She was calmly driving when out of nowhere, something slammed into her windshield. Her heart nearly stopped as the glass cracked with a loud bang. Midway through the demolition, the man underestimated the speed of gravity. The building cracked like a cookie, pulling him down with a spectacular crash. This truck nearly tipped over while speeding through a sharp turn. Its tires lifted off the ground, and for a second, everyone watching held their breath. The driver somehow kept control, probably sweating bullets inside the cab. The fishermen were all smiles until the giant fish took a wild leap over the boat. The rod bent like a bow and then, snap, the line broke clean. Everyone stared in disbelief, drenched from the splash. A massive bear was casually strolling around the house like it owned the place. People inside watched nervously as the bear sniffed the windows and pawed at the porch. Someone whispered, "Don't move," as if the bear could hear them through the walls. It looked like the motorcyclist was about to hit the ground hard. His arms flailed, the bike zigzagged, and onlookers braced themselves. But with sheer determination, he wrestled the bike back under control. Just a second after the man walked away, a giant fence came crashing down. It was like the universe gave him a dramatic near-miss moment. People nearby gasped and couldn't believe how close he was to disaster. As soon as the man pulled his car away, the fence collapsed onto the empty spot. It was so close that his heart probably skipped a few beats. Everyone around stared with wide eyes, amazed by his lucky timing. This guy has officially mastered street workout like a true champion. His moves look like something out of an action movie. Crowds gather just to watch him defy gravity with insane strength. She may be small, but this girl moves like a lightning-fast ninja. Every obstacle she faces becomes just another playground adventure. People watching can't believe how fearless and agile she is. With every jump and climb, she proves that strength has no age. Neck workouts are serious business for this guy. He moves his head up, down, and around like a bobblehead on a mission. Everyone watching wonders if he's training for a wrestling match or just having fun. One thing's for sure, his dedication is next level. A massive snowstorm is chasing this guy as he flies downhill on his snowboard. He's racing nature itself, carving through the snow like a pro. With every turn, the storm creeps closer, turning the ride into a thriller. Spectators watch in awe, half expecting him to disappear into the blizzard. It's man versus nature, and this snowboarder is not backing down. Out of nowhere, a massive tree smashes down on this car. The driver looks like he's just seen his life flash before his eyes. Neighbors rush out, phones in hand, capturing the chaos. It's the kind of moment you hope never happens, but can't look away from. That car's new nickname? The Crushed Cruiser. One-legged breakdancing, this guy makes it look easy. He spins across the floor like a tornado of energy. The crowd cheers louder with every impressive move he pulls off. It's impossible not to smile watching his determination and skill. He's proof that nothing can stop you when you love what you do. Balancing on dumbbells while squatting with a barbell? This guy's gym game is on another level. Each squat has the whole gym holding their breath. He's basically a fitness ninja showing off his balance and strength. One wrong move, and it's an instant viral video. With every graceful step, this ballerina shows why she's a pro. Her feet barely touch the ground as she spins and leaps. The audience watches in complete silence, mesmerized by her skill. She makes years of training look like pure magic. By the end, Everyone is on their feet, clapping in awe. A cyclist barely escaped being hit by a speeding train. 1 second later, and it would have been a disaster. People nearby were frozen in shock as he raced across. You can bet his heart was racing faster than his wheels. Talk about living on the edge. This girl hacked the snack machine, and now it's raining chips and candy. She pressed a few buttons, and suddenly everything started falling out. People around her can't believe their eyes. It's like hitting the jackpot. She's basically the snack queen of the day. Let's just hope the security cameras were off. Every snack this guy tried to buy got jammed in the machine. He looked like a mix of frustration and determination. The crowd nearby was loving the show, cheering him on. It turned into a full-on wrestling match with the vending machine. In the end, the snacks won. Just as the woman drove away, a massive tree crashed where her car was. She probably had no idea how narrowly she escaped disaster. Onlookers couldn't believe the incredible timing. It's the kind of story you tell over and over again at family dinners. That car owes its life to pure luck. A man lost control of his car right on the highway. The car started swerving like it was in a dance-off. Other drivers probably held their breath watching the chaos unfold. Miraculously, he managed to pull over without crashing. That's one way to turn your commute into a thrill ride. His car started zigzagging all over the highway. With lightning-fast reflexes, this guy catches everything thrown at him. It's like his hands have a mind of their own. Spectators are clapping and laughing in amazement. Even he seems a bit surprised at how good he is. We all need reflexes like that in rush hour traffic. He snatches things out of the air before they even fall. People around him are testing him, but he's unbeatable. One second he was boating, the next a whale almost gulped him down. It was like something out of a nature documentary gone wrong. He managed to stay upright, but probably aged a few years in fear. Everyone on shore was freaking out watching it happen. That whale sure knows how to make an entrance. Luckily, the man escaped with just a wild story to tell. That's one fishing trip he'll never forget. These beach adventurers are digging through the sand. She didn't know that there were now cameras in the locker room installed because of frequent thefts. The asphalt on the road begins to crack, forming large fissures that quickly spread. Due to soil erosion and severe weather, a significant portion of the road disappears and becomes impassable. While waiting for the train to pass, people in their cars watch in shock as the wagons topple one by one, blocking the road. The yacht missed the dock and hit the shore instead. A massive ship barrels toward a tiny fishing boat. Terrified fishermen scream and wait for it to stop, but the giant doesn't slow down. Moments later, the collision is inevitable. Massive cruise ship approaches the shore like it owns the sea, crushing smaller boats against the dock as if it never saw them. Two luxury yachts collided on the French Riviera. No one was injured, but egos and wallets took a serious hit. While the girl was recording herself, a bird stole her phone. The camera kept rolling, capturing an incredible flight from a bird's eye view. Water seeped through the window and quickly flooded the floors. The house began to drown from within. As the woman enjoyed a boat ride, a giant fish suddenly leaped out of the water and knocked the phone from her hand as if it wanted to be the star of the video. On the edge of the bridge, the woman took a deep breath and jumped, the feeling of freedom stronger than fear. At Thailand's Maeklong Market, a train squeezes through a narrow street just inches from the stalls. Vendors calmly fold their awnings, and tourists excitedly film the movie-like scene. The hydraulic jack gave way, and the truck crashed down from a height, a split-second shock that froze everyone in place. Lightning struck near the building as tourists watched. A moment of fear turned into an unforgettable experience.
Should we run?
The hikers froze as they saw the avalanche begin in the distance, caught between awe and panic, wondering, run now or watch nature's power for just one more second?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy.
Oh my God.
The workers might stay a bit longer at work today to fix a mistake that slipped through the cracks earlier in the day. A man built a Lego car for the perfect selfie, but when he tried to hop in, he shattered it in an instant.
Stop, on the side. Keep your weight on your shoulder.
Just take me quickly. Very, very quickly. Right. Now, come back here so we've got to do this in reverse because... I don't need...
The truck literally split in half, likely due to the weight of its load, as the drivers in the car watched helplessly, capturing the moment on their dash cam. The massive chimney began to fall, but at the last moment, it struck the crane, creating chaos as the entire scene was captured firsthand. The ceiling suddenly gave way, dust filled the air, and a moment of silence turned into total chaos. Red Bull helicopter clipped a garage with its rotor. In seconds, a smooth flight turned into a whirlwind of dust, noise, and chaos. A sudden collapse occurred in the quarry, and the excavator managed to escape at the last second, leaving nothing but dust and debris behind.
قسم بالله يا اخوان دخلت من تحت الماء وقعت
Large water pipe burst, sending water shooting high into the air, creating an impressive fountain that resembled a tunnel. Drivers stopped in awe as the river flooded the road. The landslide started descending towards the road, burying everything in its path, but stopped just inches from the stop sign, as if nature itself wanted to remind drivers to be cautious. The driver narrowly avoided a collision when a large sign fell onto the highway in front of him, swerving just inches from a potential disaster. The tanker slid off, hit the house, and started leaking dangerous fluid, causing panic. The road suddenly collapsed, swallowing the van whole. Huge shipping containers float down the swollen river, reaching a wooden bridge. Moments later, the bridge gives way under the pressure and collapses as the water carries the containers downstream. A lumberjack cuts down a tree, but part of it falls the wrong way and crashes into a house. A split-second mistake turns into an expensive accident. The locomotive slams into the excavator's bucket. A loud clash of metal echoes down the tracks. The swollen river slowly but steadily eats away at the dam, crack by crack, until water begins seeping through every part. The ship lost balance and crashed onto the shipyard, its fall echoing in the silence. The massive ship slowly sank as if the ocean quietly and patiently pulled it into its depths with no waves, just silence and disappearance. Here's why packages from China are delayed. A new camera was installed on the house, but they had no idea. The massive crane on the truck suddenly lost balance, tipping over along with the truck, creating chaos. A wheel came off a pickup and rolled straight into the patrol car, startling and surprising the officers. Grandpa fell asleep at the wheel, then started blaming the imaginary driver from the opposite lane.
Guys, the guy pushed me in the road! Get over, get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Son of a... Get off! Get over! Get off! I'm okay! Get off!
Despite the big warning signs, the truck driver still managed to crash.
Oh my God. Holy.
This truck passed under 2 bridges, but hit the 3rd one.
Carrier. And oh my God.
They might have a small problem after this. Someone apparently didn't know how to distribute the weight properly. It seems like the Nissan is trying to drive like the Arabs. The wind lifted the roof off the building, carrying it into the sky like a paper kite. A small mistake, big consequences. The truck flipped on the first try, almost successfully. The bride accepted it calmly, or at least it seemed that way. A cement mixer got stuck under the bridge. It can't go forward or backward. This driver clearly isn't paying much attention to the signs. The church is burning, firefighters powerless, as the tower collapses before their eyes, a scene hard to forget. Thanks to his stupidity, they'll have work to do today. Imagine driving past a truck and its tires suddenly exploding, caused by speed and turbulence, creating a road hazard. We can only hope the cake wasn't too delicious. Looks like it's not the best place for a helicopter landing. This is what it looks like when you skimp on tires. Woohoo!
Hey! Nice and eye level here to this spot. We want to make sure that as we're coming in for landing here, we're favoring the right-hand side, just in case anything were to go wrong. We have a bailout to the right. If we run out of power, there's sort of like an engine. Engine failure. Ooh. All right. Shoot. Okay.
Ooh, that was crazy.
Whoa. So mayday, mayday, mayday. Uniform Echo Tango. Uniform Echo Tango. Uniform Echo Tango. Okay. Thor, we're gonna be okay. I've got control here. So we're coming down. I see the Stave River down there. We're gonna come down and land on the Stave River there. Just controlling our RPM. Speed's pretty good. So I still have 80 knots. It looks like we're gonna make the spot. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna start gently slowing down for the auto rotation. We want 50 knots. And so I'm just gently bringing it down to 50 knots. We're controlling.
Thanks for watching. They didn't know that a camera was watching them. If you enjoyed these surprising moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss what's caught on camera next. Let us know your favorite moment in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.